Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Borderlands. So where are we going this time? This way to get car parts, so let's go. Start shooting immediately. Using my revolver right now. We're looking for little side quest here, a lot of that going on. Like here's the car part right here that we can collect. And see, there's so many people here. Shouldn't I do something closer to that? And like start convincing some of these guys to start coming at me? Right in the sights. That is one thing you can certainly kind of expect from this game, is that these guys will just run towards you. A Gatling turret or two, not expecting that. I gotta be careful here. Oh, and I'm full of guns right now too. And it seems like I've just entered a danger zone. Let's come over here, reload. Somebody's throwing things too, like grenades or something. We can see another piece of the wreckage in the shot. One of the things I've in recording and just doing a little test recording a second ago, I probably have the audio slightly quiet. Just as it is. Like, I know I turned the music down, but it seems to have also in the same step turned down just ambient noise in the background, and the gun shooting is certainly not very high. And that's, I guess, kind of what we're gonna try to go for in the sequel, because the character I'm thinking about playing in Borderlands 2, which is a different character class, because frankly playing the Siren in the second game just wasn't as fun and didn't have the same abilities. Let's go ahead and do this. So when I phase walk to the respawn point, that still allows me to do I have like maybe a rocket launcher? Let's give this one a see. I don't think I have a clear enough shot to hit those guys. Come on, die already. So the Gatling gun right now is at like the lowest health it could possibly have been at, and still somehow, how much is this worth? 1,000? And do we have anything that's some low price garbage? This revolver does 86, and it has a 1 point shot and a chance of causing fire. I also want to try that. Also, I have another spot unlocked. So there's 2 snipers right now, which that shouldn't be the case. So we'll switch that out. Let's see. Do we have any grenade mods? Yeah, they're no good. 2, 3. That right there. And so finally I have this opportunity. Finally I'm to the point where I can just have this much. Let's go ahead and sell some things. So we have a desert repeater, 58 times 3. This nasty repeater is 65 times 3. 12 bullets, 28 bullets. I think that means we can sell that one. Nasty repeater 57 times 5.4 or 60. This is faster but reduced bullet capacity by slightly. So I'm gonna keep that one. This SMG is 35 times 2.8, so much math. And this is 25 times 10, so we can get rid of that. 22 times 10, double chance of fire. 25 times 10, 4 times this fire. 29 times 14. Let's see, that's odd because that's 30 nearly tripled. 30, 60, 90. So this is faster. It has the same amount of bullets. This is a better repeater. This SMG is 27 times 8 with explosive. This is 25 times 10, so we'll get rid of that. This caustic sweeper, terrible scattergun, 11 times 50, 24 times 8. That would be 180 something, and this would be 155, so we'll get rid of this. This revolver is a 106 revolver. And this surplus sniper, I don't think we have any reason to use that. We have some shields, a high capacity that's no better than what we have, I don't think. Let's go look. 306, so until we can find a tough guy shield that's better than that, or something that heals and is at least somewhat close. This is 34 times 13 on this repeater, where this is 29 times 14 on this repeater. So is there any reason to keep this? 18 bullets, 34 times 13, 20 bullets, 29 times 14. Nope, get rid of that shot. We just found the rocket launcher very useful, so it would be silly to sell that. This weak sauce sniper does 202 times 1.4 with 5 shots. This one does 125 times 1.2 with 5 shots. We don't need that. This revolver is 86 with a fire rate of 1. This is 106 with a fire rate of 1. So even though the accuracy is slightly higher, the damage is much more, so we'll sell that. This is 29 times 14. We're gonna equip that in a second. Glorious Havoc is also probably gonna be equipped. Let's come over here. Do we want to spend any of our money actually purchasing a gun? 43 times like this revolver. No, I don't know. No, I don't think so. Not right now. So a decent amount of weapons there have been changed. And so we have up, down, left, and then I'm gonna put the rocket launcher on right. You can see the little icon there. This revolver was 106 times this. What this is, let's see, 7, 14, 21. This should still be 201, so I think this revolver can also be sold. So we'll sell that. And let's come over here and start picking up some things. Bullets and other items of slight interest. Get some money, get some bullets, get some health. Oddly, I'm more around the idea of getting health right now than I am anything else. Let's see. There's another piece of the things that we need to purchase or collect. And so this is kind of a bandit camp with a item shop on it, which is certainly different. Not something you normally would see in a game, in a shooter, particularly. Maybe we'll get a mission at some point in the future that tells us to clean this place out so good guys can move in, if there are any good guys in this game. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just come back in this area at a later point and it will just be refilled with enemies. You can kind of see that there's a few different things here. Like, what is this? This is Crazy Earl's scrapyard. So we'll probably have a quest that points us that way. As far as I can tell, there's no way to get to the very top where those Gatling guns were, so I wouldn't be surprised if they come back into play when this place gets refilled with enemies. We can get up here, but there's really nothing here left to pick up. And let's come over here and sell things. And let's see, we've got some health kits. We might as well just use them. 108 points. And we have a explosive rain for 50 versus explosive MRVs. Equip a rain grenades, throw themselves into the air and fire down on unsuspecting enemies. Everything else should be sold. And I didn't even get any weapons there. So and I guess technically we've gotten one more empty slot to hold things. And see, just about the time I get this up to a capacity of plus 25%, maybe plus 50% at most, I'll be able to switch out that weapon. There's several areas here. I could discover one area by just walking around here and going on that outer loop, and I think that's probably a decent thought, just in case we find like a waypoint or teleporter. What would it be? It would be a transition. I don't know. We're in Rust Commons West, and so we're trying to seek out Tannis, or do this scavenger hunt, or do this. So we'll just go do the scavenger hunt. Good. puts us in a nice position. Finding $27, $25 in each of these is, it's still weird. Like, so many games have done this to me too, where they've very carefully balanced out finding items and needing to find items against it becoming just silly and a pointless waste of time. And this game is probably one of the most balanced games to do things like that. Probably, more than likely, unless I was low on bullets, searching those elements aren't necessary. Here's another car thing with a fan transition. But actually finding money and on occasional having that opportunity to to pick up a gun or something is very helpful. It would be very strange if this was the only part of the game. Did I attract some spider ants somewhere? And level up. Apparently that spider ant's not looking towards me, so I'll just leave it alone. There's nothing really there. So I think somewhere in here we'll find part of the scavenger hunt, or we'll find that we're nowhere near. I need to replenish my rockets, so we're in a good position to look for bullets and things. You're kind of always in a good position to look for bullets and things, actually. It never really stops. Nothing over here. Interesting. And then over here you can see we've got another area, and there's another car vehicle section. And how far are we on the map from where we're supposed to be? Oh, pretty far. So, see right there, I picked up a gun. And interesting, they just kind of carved into this wall a new place where enemies might spawn. And so, it's kind of weird to have this central section that, like, right there is a transition point to an area. Right here is a transition, well, down that way a little bit is a transition point to an area. And right over here is not a transition point to an area, but might as well be. 58 for transfusion would be an interesting thing to consider. Let's see, do we need any bullets? No. Can I upgrade anything more? No. So I might as well just purchase this and equip it. And then sell the other one. Let's see, siren mod. Let's see. This is a siren mod, level 24. I honestly don't think I should be buying any of these. Like standard healing shield, corrosive resistance, standard neutralizing shield. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready to buy those things, so I'm gonna hold on to some money, and either when I hit level 25 things are going to slightly change for us, or something else is going to happen. Get a little bit of lag there. I don't know if I'm potentially introducing the lag by leaving this game running. The fact that there isn't an instantaneous save, just freeze the state of the game and return it from right back to where you were, is a little bit problematic. Like, if I saved and exited in a lot of positions, I would have to do a lot of extra running around, which would be a lot of extra. This is not working well. A couple bruisers there. Shot him in the back. Aim and fire. So every time I kill something, it makes a sound effect, and I kind of feel like the character that I want to play, which is well, a DLC character that you got later on, which kind of killed the idea of playing it, honestly, because I had already played Borderlands 2 once, and then the idea of going back and playing as a completely different character at that time was just like too much to deal with. How am I supposed to get this? Am I standing on this? Seriously? Wow, what a cheatery way to have me collect that. That extra character has an ability that I would have to use a lot, and when you use that ability, it makes a noise that's kind of annoying. Let's see. Harmonizing healing shield for this with a very high, very high. So I just need 4,000. So shock MRV versus a corrosive longbow. We can sell that first of all. We have a transfusion that does 58. This does 63. And if we sell this, can we use this? Level 22. Should be able to use that. So, harmonizing healing shield. And corrosive longbow. I don't want to really use longbow shots, but I guess I will. What's interesting is it's healing inside of the menu, and I don't think they've been doing that up to this point. Go ahead and sell it. This revolver does 148, where this is 714, 121. Look how fast that it is cycling back and forth. Somehow my healing has been sped up, and the ticks, or the number of cycles in the depiction, has been sped up. 714, 201 versus this, which means that's not very good. Then we have two Havocs. That's a 76 times 11 versus a 56 times 12, so we can sell one of those. There we go, and I don't think we will be bothering to do any more of that for a while. Revolver. So we now need 60,000 to upgrade our bullets. That's quite a lot of money. So we're gonna have to start getting a lot more money. $89. That certainly is the beginning of getting a lot more money. And see, I can start to see what they wanted us to do. Am I supposed to jump on this or what? See, this doesn't... Seems like they've intentionally given me less room than I need. So I have to do that. Man. And so we can see another one. Question is, can we walk on this rope? Nope. Fall right through. But at least from this angle we can see what we're supposed to do. And hopefully not get stuck in things. That you would think a game would not encourage the players to do this. Do stuff like this and potentially get stuck in the geometry, but they must have some system here or figured it out. And if they have figured out how not to get stuck in geometry, that's a technology that every single video game creator needs to license from Gearbox. Because we've seen plenty of video games where you get stuck in stuff. And sure, sometimes I'm clipping through things, but I would much rather clip through things than be stuck. There's one more piece for this collection. Where is it? I don't think it's going to be way high up. There it is. You can't really see it from down here that easily. There we go. And so while we're over here, guess what this is? It's another thing that I guess I can't do it right now, sadly. So this wants me to go that way. Eventually I'll get over here and I'll be able to enter here and do rounds and kill enemies. I guess it's probably a blessing in disguise that we can't do that right now, considering they're gonna be probably higher level than what I should go for. But this is gonna kind of suck. There's almost a argument to be made to come to Rust Commons East and see if you can discover places and work your way through, have some places to teleport, but let's just leave it. Let's just play like a normal player probably would play, instead of a super efficient player that's gonna try to speed run this game. There's a bunch of stuff there. I guess I can't work my way up this hill that easily. So my goal is to walk forward, and then I'm gonna go to the right and search some of those areas on the right just to see what they are. I guess I could have taken a car with me. There's a couple things. I could have gone over there and looked at things. This is a spider ant nest, and in case you didn't figure that out, here's another section. The thing is, unless we see something, we kind of don't know what it is. This seems just to be another bandit section. Here we've got some racks flying up in this area. And I'm getting shot by a machine gun. This is another spider ant section that this all quite very much looks like it's designed for vehicle travel, not just walking around, which then of course makes it a odd turn of events when you are just walking around. Let's see what's over here. We've got some kind of piles of burning garbage and another section of bandits. And if the game's not going to give me a reason to go to them, I don't see a real reason to do it. If anything, I bet the journal quest that I'm on right now will end up pushing me right towards this anyways, because we'll find out that the journal's pieces are hidden all throughout the land. Let's see, where are we supposed to be going now? Yeah, quite a distance still. And see, with my healing shield and my phase walking combined, now I can just move fast, and you're gonna see some people die that I walked by and either set on fire or electrocuted. And those spider ants. See, I'm looking for the journal. Where's the journal? This layout here is the exact same like design for a different area that we had seen. That's a really long line they do. You never should have come here, and now you're gonna pay. Like, very long line. I guess theoretically these things don't ever refill, but I think they do. Actually, no, I'm coming to think of it. I think chests do repay a refill after a long amount of time. And so possibly you're going to you could continuously run around and fight characters, but the people don't scale enough. Am I supposed to, like, where am I on the map? Yeah, I'm not anywhere close yet, so that was kind of a waste. So trying to figure out which way to go. I guess this way works. With the majorly increased things, something moved in the water. Are spider ants capable of being invisible? Or was that a bullet? I think that was a bullet. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are some invisible spider ants too. If there aren't any in this game, they definitely should be in the future version. Invisible creatures. Maybe the guardians are invisible. Of course, I guess technically these things pop out of the ground and can surprise you that way. Right. So somewhere around here is the first journal piece.
Chief Scientific Advisor, Dahl Corporation, Day 224. The only conversations I have anymore are with this echo recorder. I've developed a relationship with it. Some cycles I sleep with it, and others I make it stay outside of my tent. My waning ability to discern logic from insanity is becoming cumbersome. I've been translating Eridan writings, in between arguing with the recorder. Off for a few hours during my last sleep cycle, I heard you sneak out. If I were to pontificate, I would infer that the Eridan writings show a class-based society that was quite capable of both leadership and of armed conflict.
So it's pronounced Eridan. Interesting. There we go. A named character. Rakinishu. I kept looking around going, what is firing at me? I received a cracked sash. I wonder what I'm supposed to do with a cracked sash. So now where are we supposed to go? Yeah, over there, but let's seek out Tanis while we're over here. We've got this revolver and this repeater. Let's try out the repeater. So either there was a quest to kill that guy and I did it early, which is fine, because I guess that works if you can do it. Here we got what looks like just sewage waterfalls. It's like, how do you have that happen? Like, you've got to really be polluting a river. And so we come up this way, and we go this way. And what's interesting is that there's this treasure chest that's gonna have us go in circles in a second. This is an Eridan, I suppose is how it's pronounced now. I've always called it Iridian. Alright, who's giving me trouble? So you kind of see why you wouldn't want to take these guys on foot if you don't have to. In fact, they've done a decent service by having us in this area walk by a respawn section. Of course, the problem with this game is if you can't beat them and you're not making any progress and you're just running out of bullets, you're gonna have this deteriorating experience as you're trying to take on this area that feels like there's just a lot of spider ants spawning right now. Alright. And see, where's all the bullets? Where's all the items? It kind of all disappeared on me. And see, that's kind of just the beginning. Tanis here basically lives in the death trap. And it seems like the monsters might be attracted spider ant zapper. Spider ants have this problem too, where they are actually shielded in the front of them. So you would want to get to the back of them and shoot them if you could. Or perhaps you shoot a leg. See how that guy is almost completely invulnerable from the front. It's about, I'm trying to shoot under his legs and hit his backside. That little protrusion. And see, even my rocket launcher here is having trouble. And you can see it's doing damage. It's just not doing enough. And that's a level 22. And I'm a level 24. And it's kind of doing only 4 damage. And when you get them on fire, you can see it's more doing 3 and 2 damage on them, but probably more than... Like, you didn't even break a sweat. We've been, for the past couple of minutes, fighting that thing. And see, I have a longbow incendiary weapon. Let's go ahead and take out as many of these racks as possible. Ah! Where's that rack? Anybody else? So massive amount of weapons I have right now are not working because of my lack of ammo. And up here we have a chest, but there's like no way to get up here. See, there must be a double jump that you get or something. Oh no, and I am stuck for a second there. Must be some way of getting up higher. Like, because this is as far as I can go here. And if I go here, and then run and jump here, I guess that's what they meant for me to do. How's my bazooka here? 280 times 3 at 1.2. That's everything better than what I had. And we'll take those bullets. And over here is Tannis. In this building, surrounded by all those monsters. Let's see. A higher accuracy and damage, but a lower firing rate by 1/3. So that's for double the damage. That's not worth it. This time a higher firing rate at almost 80 versus 30, but lower by 1/3. Still not quite worth it. A higher firing rating, but no good. And This one is 50, but really slow. And this one is worth 600, and this one's worth 477. Do I have any items that are really not worth anything? I can drop that. This cracked sash is just a shield. And this isn't worth it either, so take these 2 guns. And see, if we could just always fast travel, it would be kind of nice. I recall one time I played this and got in this area, and a rack just kind of crashed right through the building and was right like in her head or something like that. And you can see a similar occurrence has happened here, although nowhere is bad.
Do you need something?
Yes, your money. No reaction whatsoever from being robbed. They just have come to expect it. So when we look at Tannis, again, she could just be a like full. Oh, you also have a zoom in on this. No, I guess that's not zooming. I was just walking.
What can you do for me?
She could have just been regular looking animation person, and like realistic looking. We need to go meet Crazy Earl. Let's see, she's not even gonna talk to us. All that effort. She doesn't even talk. But what does happen, as you can see, the racks are back. So it's probably a good time to equip an SMG instead and equip the Glorious Havoc instead. And I'm not even going to do anything else. Let's see, SMG, girl power skills. What do I have right now? I have 3 resilience, 2 inner glow, and inner diva. But I don't think any of that really helps at all until you've done other things. And see, I don't have another item that I would be looking for. Another Eridan artifact, I suppose. I'm gonna go back to calling it iridium artifacts, frankly. I sometimes when given made up words, home is where the heart is. That is to say, even if I mispronounce it, it's what I remember calling it before. So we have one for 4,000. This one is a much more damage, so I'm gonna go ahead and trade that out. And this one is a shotgun. And this is worth 4,000, and this is worth 3,000. So we gotta find something we can drop that's not worth that much. This repeater. This repeater. There we go. And we'll run over here as if there's something here, which I don't think there is. Just to jump over here. Alright. And then the quest they want me to do is way down there for this. It's in Earl's scrapyard. And the only West Commons West quest we have left is the Hidden Journal, which we'll go for. And see, I am fairly certain they intended me to drive a vehicle up into that section and then get out of the vehicle, and then from that point walk and fight all those spider ants, and then get back in the vehicle and drive this way. And I'm slowly learning the penalty for not playing the game the way they intended me to play the game. It is running through moderately empty sections of game. Let's see. Is the guy just walking there? Well, just ignore him. Just trying to see. And these journal entries, I assume, aren't laid out in such a way that you have to get them in order, but they might be. I wouldn't be incredibly surprised, because we were over here before. And it seems like there's only a couple people here. This gun doesn't work very well. It's a semi-automatic gun, so I actually do have to tap the trigger. If I just hold it down, it'll do 3 shots, and that's it. So like, and there's reasons why you might want a semi-auto if you just were trying to save bullets, which it isn't a terrible thought to try to play the game that way. This one's worth 2,000 Glorious Havoc. Do we have anything else that we can drop every single time until we can find something? Like, until we can find a place to sell all this stuff. I'm just immediately back into inventory management.
As I work, I spend the majority of days having conversations with people that are not there. 2 days ago, I explained to my mother how the translation program I was writing would greatly help me understand exactly what all this Eridan text I've been attempting to decipher actually means. My mother has been dead for 16 years. She was never actually interested in science to begin with. I'm unsure if I'm quite to the point of no return, but my stubbornness, which I got from her in the first place, will keep me here putting up with her until I find exactly where the vault is, or until I drive myself so far off the edge I do not remember why I was doing this in the first place.
What's this gun? Oh, I don't know what this is. I don't know why it's equipped. It's an SMG, okay. So now the next piece of it is over here. There we go. I suppose if the game was slightly differently balanced, you could have a system here where if your inventory's full, you don't pick up anything but bullets.
This is exciting. I think I might
And
strip
then
naked and run around
instead
to
of
celebrate,
weapons.
But I'll do it during the dim cycle for fear of prying eyes. Before overloading and melting 4 of my computer's 13-qubit operators, my program was able to decipher quite a bit more than I had been able to understand before. It will take a few days to fix, but I was able to find many repeated instances of an event that takes place every 200 years. It's repeated many times with a symbol that looks not unlike a circle with an upside-down V in it. It's possible that this is the vault. And something about the vault happens every 200 years. Tonight, for dinner, I will have eggs.
So she thinks it's the vault, and so we need to go over there. Actually, we missed an area over there to discover. Interesting. Oh well, we'll get a quest eventually to go that way. There's also a problem of playing a game like this and having that loud bullet sound go off in your ears while you're trying to also listen to while you're also trying to listen to the things. 2,900 and 1,600. So desperately just need to find something. Terrible scattergun. How about this SMG versus this SMG? 25 times 10, 20 times 10. We can drop that one. This repeater that's scoped 50 times that. 29 times 14. We can drop that one. That's 2. And we've got about 4 minutes to rush through all of this. Like, I feel like it should. It should know that your inventory is full and stop giving you guns. But that wouldn't be very fun. So the next solution I would suggest for this game is it should just allow you to break down extra guns. It doesn't even really hurt the game if you could do that. It would simply be a measure that you could maybe break it down for less money than you normally would, or perhaps you break it down for the same amount of money, but or you don't involve money at all and you just break it down for parts. So the question is, are there going to be more people here? Yes, but not no. So if I'm in here, can they hit me? Yes, they can. So I gotta hide. Come on. So where am I? Aw, seriously? Seriously, game? I need to come over this direction and find a vehicle. That sucked. That was a sucky transition. Teleported me all the way back. And this game is too long for stuff like this. It's just too long for stuff like this. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need you to repeat elements and make you walk through areas. Let's see. And why not just a buy all? Just fill it up. Give me everything. I don't care if I go over. I don't care how much it costs. Just buy everything. And I need 1,600. Alright. So I need to look at what I have equipped. This cracked shield has cracked sash. Has a fast recharge of 122 but doesn't have healing. Where this is 73 but 325. Like, what is this? Mercenary class mod will sell. We're looking at a 25 times 10 on SMGs. So 45 times 8 on SMGs might be a better choice. So I'm gonna take this patrol SMG and get rid of this one. We have, see, 91 times 10 on those type of guns. This one requires level 25, so we'll sell that right now. So Peter's 45 times 3, where this one is 29 times 14, so this is not as good even though it's caustic. This machine gun is 72 times 5.7 versus 91 times 10, so that's not any better. Let's see, this SMG is 30 times 8.3, this SMG is 45 times 8.3. That's not better. Let's see. This is 67 times 11.4, where this is 90 times 10, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. This shotgun. We have a Helix rocket launcher that does this, and I chose to go with this one instead. 280 times 3 versus 268, so sell that one. Let's see, SMG here is 50 times 13.4. This is 45 times that, so we'll sell that. And let's see, 76 times 11.4 on the rifle. Let's see, 91 times 10. Sell that. And then we've got all these repeaters. 51 times... Let's see, this repeater is 72 times 4.2 versus 78 times 3.2. This one's worse. Versus 29 times 14. The problem with this gun is it just burns through your bullets. So if this is it's way less of the fire rate by maybe a fourth, but is it 4 times the damage? 60, 30, 60, 90, not quite. And it doesn't have that, so I'm going to sell that one. Now, let's see. This shotgun is 24 times 8. This is 27 times 9, so we'll get rid of this one. 91 times 10. Alright. Sniper. And let's see, we have a bladed revolver. It's 104 times 1.3 versus a 38 times 7, 14, 21. So I think this bladed revolver still isn't as good as this unless I'm misunderstanding the way this thing is supposed to work. I guess I want to try that. We only have one SMG, we have 2 revolvers, and we have 1 repeater. No snipers to compete with or anything like that. Alright. Do I have everything upgraded already? I guess I do. Wow. Interesting. And we're full of bullets too.
First aid kit.
And the shield versus what I have equipped is no better. Alright. Come over here. I want this bladed revolver equipped. And then this gun tried out. So I think we may have already tried this gun, but whatever. And so at least we're now in an area where we can potentially fast travel slash what am I even looking for? Like, what are you looking for when you search something like this? These things that are just floating in the air. Because I'm full of bullets right now, so they have to either give me money or guns for it to be any value. And when they don't do that, it's a little weird. There you can see they were playing darts with humans, apparently. See, I don't know how this bandit society would really work at all in Pandora. It seems like everybody just got driven crazy. I don't want to jump down from that point. And I believe there's probably a mission that's going to put us and give us a reason to go up to that. And at the very least, we always know we'll get money from that. There's always money in the little treasure boxes, little things. You see, that is the Rust Commons East. Almost seems like there's several of them. I could, and there is a decent argument to going back to New Haven and finishing off all those quests. But, you know, we only have one more hidden journal and then the Meet Crazy Earl thought. So let's do the Rust Commons West right next time. And then from there we will decide to go turn in the quest and see if we get some more quests. I wouldn't be surprised if there is at least a second selection of quests for every area. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.